Lead, silver, and zinc are all mined here in Kellogg, Idaho. The main employer in Kellogg is the Bunker Hill Company. Over 1,500 people work at Bunker Hill's mine and smelting complex. Eva Sullivan is a working mother employed at the lead smelter. She has been active in her union, the United Steelworkers, in the long fight for stricter controls on lead. Prior to this interview, the level of lead in her blood was so high that Eva had to be transferred out of the smelter. Being leaded, as the workers call it, is an everyday fact of life in Kellogg.
This is the Bunker Hill Smelter, and this area right directly behind us is the fuming plant, and that's where I normally work. But I was transferred to the zinc plant in July for lead. Even at the zinc plant, there's lead areas. And the area I'm working in now is a non-lead area. But we work we have another department that's above us, and we get the smoke coming down on us. And it's just, if you work in this place, unless you're working underground or at the concentrator, to some extent, everybody works in the lead. I didn't even realize that I was leaded until after I was taken out of it. Because for some reason, the month after you're out of it, that's when you feel the worst.
A new federal rule will limit worker exposure to lead, but women at Bunker Hill suffer other indignities besides lead poisoning. The company admits that the plant's high lead levels could harm a pregnant woman. Their solution? Sterilization.
You have to be either surgically sterilized or unable to bear children to work in a lead area. I mean, this is a company decision, and I don't think there's been any federal decision on this, but this has been a company decision after they found out some lead facts, and they just will not allow women that can bear children inside a lead area. And I'm still upset about that. I think it should be my decision. You know, it shouldn't be that they say, well, you cannot work there if you're not surgically sterilized, or, you know, we have to bring in a slip from the doctor saying we are surgically unable to bear children. This is the only place I can make any money in this valley. I have a high school education. If I go to waiting tables, I'm not going to make nearly the money, have nearly the benefits that I do now. I have no idea of women's libs. I would like to see Bunker Hill become a better place for women to work and more women being hired there. I think they should have their fair chance to at least try it.
Lead can cause reproductive problems, but it affects both men and women. A retired smelter worker thinks the company should clean up the plant, not clear out the women.
The company transferred them all out because they supposedly got scared of the big rumor that if they become pregnant, it would affect the offspring. And they transferred them just bang to the mine, zinc plant, or wherever, regardless of seniority, regardless of anything else. Well, some of us that were on the safety committee and in working in the union says, well, if it's hazardous for women, it's certainly hazardous for men also. And information that's been coming to us is showing that this is a fact. For instance, there's an article in Science News on how it affects the fertility of men.
Other companies have policies similar to Bunker Hill's. 5 West Virginia women recently had themselves sterilized in order to keep their jobs.